Hey sheep-hoppers, are you ready to have some fun? It's the Cyndi Lauper Spectacular in Gippsland. The Wedge Theatre in Sale, Friday, May the 9th, 2025. She's so unusual in its entirety. And a set of Rewind 80s mixtape hits? What more have you got to ask for? We're out, we're proud, we're coming to Sale for the Cyndi Lauper Sheep-hopper experience with a little bit of Rewind 80s band. We'll see you soon. Oh, I'll go blind. Oh, shabop, shabop.
Touch me. This is the night. Touch me. I wanna feel your body. Full moon in the city and the night was young. I was hungry for love. I was hungry for fun. I was hunting you down, and I was the babe. When I saw you there, I didn't need to hesitate. This is the night. This is the night. This is the time. We've got to get it right. This is the night. Touch me, touch me. I wanna feel your body, your heartbeat next to mine. This is the night. Touch me now. Quick as a flash, you disappeared into the night. Did I hurt you, boy? Didn't I treat you right? You made me feel so good, made me feel myself. Now I'm alone and you're with somebody else. This is the night, yeah. This is the night. This is the time. We've got to get it right. This is the night. Touch me, touch me. I wanna feel your body, your heartbeat next to mine. This is the night. Touch me now. Touch me now. Touch me now.
Hello.
How you going, guys?
Oh my God. Happy Easter, you little bunnies.
Oh, hopping along, searching for your eggs out in the garden, are you?
Oh, are they really? Wow.
All of that fun?
Yeah, we hope you all have a happy Easter. And this is going to come out Easter Sunday because I thought, why not? Maybe Easter Saturday. Little bit of an Easter.
Oh, perfect.
Easter, egg. I don't know.
Yeah. A little Easter egg to open up and enjoy.
That's right. We are the 80s Montage. I'm Sammy Hardon.
And I'm Jay Jovi, guys. It's good to be back. We're right across town remote tonight, just like back in COVID times.
That's right. Hey, I got to bring you in with your theme. I forgot to do it. Here you go. Jay Jovi,
that's
ladies
right.
and gentlemen.
Get away from her, you bitch!
And everybody, the amazing Sammy Hardon.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Yay. Now, you've had a
Beautiful.
fucking great couple of days before we get onto the show.
I've had a fantastic couple of days. Yeah, I just got back from Sydney yesterday and we drove up and down so that we had a car because we wanted to sort of get to the beach and get around a bit. And we've got some friends who are, spread out over Sydney and wanted to be able to get around. We had this awesome, we went up with a couple of mates. We had an awesome Airbnb in Surrey Hills and it was amazing. Whenever I go to Sydney, whenever we go to Sydney, it's just for a night. we go and do the gig. We're all exhausted afterwards. We might sort of stop out for a drink normally with each other at the venue and then sort of maybe back at the hotel, and then we fly out first thing in the morning. So I don't get a lot of time to see lots of Sydney and catch up with friends and stuff like that. But this was really good. This was really great. And, heaps of social time and had a great time, went out, went to heaps of restaurants, met heaps of people. So we'll talk about it a bit during the show, but it was fantastic. What have you been up to this week?
So I went to the football today. I know, right?
Oh, you
Yes.
did too. So you went to the North and Carlton game.
No, not real football. I mean, it's real football, but not.
Oh,
I
you
went
went
to
to the
my
local
little
footy.
nephew's game. Seaford against, I think it's Karingal. They shouldn't even have turned up. They got thrashed by 100 points.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was down at Seaford,
yeah.
was it?
So I took my mum and dad because
Fantastic.
I'm just doing as much as I can with my parents, and Jenny came with me, my friend. So we picked up mum and dad and
Brilliant.
took them to the footy. They wanted to go to the footy, and anything that makes them happy at the moment makes me happy. So I went down and watched the kids. They're not kids though; they're all big boys, you know. And you walk past the
yeah,
change rooms. I didn't
absolutely.
realise how naked they all were. Like that's fucking why
Good.
you like footy, obviously, because I couldn't believe
Wish
it.
I was.
Felt
Wish I
like
had have come.
fucking a bit weird.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh.
They're around 20 or something. But
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
it was like when you
Absolutely
saw
perfect.
that bloody Irwin kid, not Bindy's brother. What's it?
Oh, Bob Irwin.
Seeing him naked just felt weird. You know, he's a baby.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, we've
It's
grown
not
up with
quite
his
right.
little bowl haircut and his crocodile, and now we got to see him with the snake. It's a bit too much, I think.
Yeah.
But he's still
yeah,
hot.
But, you know.
But you know,
Yeah,
they've got to
he is
grow.
still
You
hot.
got to let him go. You got to let him go. But
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. He'll be out sticking it in. Don't worry about that.
Oh, look, I tell you what, they were all out with their there's some big kids. The best footy player that was there today was number 44, and he was quite a big boy, but God, he could play footy. He was like
Oh, fantastic.
he was just unbelievable. And there was one drama queen that was really skinny that kept falling over and really like he was going to die, that kind of kid, you know. I'm like,
nice.
get up
Laying on the
already.
performance.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, get up, you puffed up.
Get up, you skinny. You're too skinny. Have a Tim Tam. But no, it was an interesting day. Dad loves the footy. Mum loves the footy. So we took them. And, you know, my parents they're very vocal with their barracking, but they've really, really slowed down in their old age. I was more vocal. I
Yeah.
got right into it. And then after that, I went to Jenny's house
great.
and I started helping her weed her back lawn because she's got her family there on Sunday for Easter. And I said, look, since
Yeah.
you've done this for my family and I will come and help you weed your lawn. And we weeded her lawn within an hour and it looks phenomenal. So it was a
fantastic.
win-win for us and we got to catch up with each other.
Oh, that's brilliant. Nice. And it was a lovely day for it as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Now, we are talking about body parts today, which is interesting that I've seen so many on the footy field.
We are, absolutely. Before we jump in, it's very important. I went out today this morning. It's like a family tradition that we started a couple of years ago. Mika and I and Leo do the Good Friday appeal every year, just to teach Leo about sort of the importance of charity and sort of
course.
giving to other people. And it's a very, very important charity, guys. Giving, Good Friday appeal is, of course, for little sick ones in hospital. Sorry, I'm
Royal
having a bit
Children's
of a
Hospital.
chortle
Yeah.
because every year as we're sort of driving off, we explain the significance to Leo because he's not the best morning person and he's wondering where we're going, what we're doing.
Yeah.
And I said, we're going off to collect money, and he got really excited. And I said, it's not for you though, the money, it's for Mick is saying to him, you've got arms and legs and you're healthy and you can hear and you can see, but not every little kid can. And, this money's going off to little kids who are in hospital that can't do all that stuff or they're really sick, and it's gonna make them better. And he was so excited about going and doing it and knocking on the doors and all of that kind of thing. But, the main chaser was at the end that he wanted his yellow donut. He was going to get a yellow donut at the end of it. He was really excited.
Yellow donut.
But look, it's really important, guys, this weekend, give to the Good Friday Appeal. Such a great cause. You can donate online. You just Google it, Good Friday Appeal. It's really, really easy. Just give the smallest amount of change. Give $10, give $20, whatever you can spare, you know. It all goes to a really good cause. So go for it.
Do you know how many years I've tried to get our band on the Good Friday Appeal?
Oh, was that right?
12
Yeah.
years. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, right.
It was like when I
Yeah.
did Wentworth, I actually went for Wentworth 3 times before I actually got anything. But one of my dreams is to do the Good Friday Appeal. I just want to do a band on that, and I want to do the 80s band, and I think people would love it. And Maddie's done a couple in Perth and stuff, but it'd be fun, you know, like you're giving and you're entertaining, and it's really, really good.
Yeah. So many people see the value in it. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those charities that people are just like, yes, of course. We got the odd fuckwit today that was like, get off my property kind of thing. But people are like bowling you over to give you their money. You know, it's such a good cause. So yeah, absolutely, would love to be involved. That'd be amazing.
So important to be a good role model for your children, because
100%.
I've seen a lot of bad role models of late, including my family,
Yeah, right.
where
Yeah.
everyone's narcissistic and not thinking of anyone else, like it's all about them. And why would I think to help my family when dad's sick? Like, why would I think, that's right, because I've got a narcissistic girlfriend that needs me? It's just getting too much for me. And I think, and I really, you know what I thought here? I don't have kids, right? And I thought, you know, I've been living with mum and dad now for 3 days a week, helping my mother with my dad. And I would assume if I had children, I would like to think my kids would have done the same, being a child, you know. But some don't fucking get it, and it's like,
they really don't.
It's really not worth getting angry about because it's their issue, but it's just so full on, and the kids feel it as well, and that's the thing that upsets me, is that the kids know something's up. And they're not kids. They're 21. They could move out if they really want to, but no one can move out with the price of living. You know what I mean? And this is the thing. We've got to get the houses back and running so people can move out and get out of people's
100%.
energy sometimes. You know?
But absolutely.
So we should talk about the show. We're doing Hot Cross Bums.
Hot Cross Bums. It's a somewhat Easter themed one, but we're looking and appreciating best asses of the 80s, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, this was hard for me because it's all homosexuals and women. So I'm winning in the men department.
It'll be hard for me too in that case.
That's right. So I was looking at my list going, all homosexuals and women. What is wrong with me? Oh, no, hang on. I might have one. Well, yeah, look, homosexual. There you go. So they got the best asses. So the first one was Sammy Fox, homosexual.
Fantastic.
And
Brilliant.
a female. And
right, yes.
love Sammy Fox's ass in Touch Me. I want to feel your body, right? When I was a kid, I thought she looked like me. I don't know why. I just thought she did because she had the same name and I was only young.
Right.
I don't look anything like her. But because she had, I was Sam and she was Sam, I thought, maybe all the Sams look alike. She had an incredible everything. Like she was a page 3 girl and we all know that. Yeah. And your old man loved this woman. But she just had, I think jeans really told the story with the bums. Like good jeans. And there were jeans you could get in the 80s like Fabergé and Levi's that would make your bum look like a peach, you know. And you'd go after school and you'd go, Mum, I need to get those Levi's because we had maroon, what are those fluffy jeans? You know, at school you used to wear, you could never wear black.
Corduroy.
corduroy. So the corduroy was
Yeah.
maroon. So to make a maroon corduroy look any good, you either had to go Fabergé or Levi's or something that was a brand because it made your bum look nice.
Yeah, gotcha.
And it really
Yeah.
did.
And the cut of 80s jeans, because they were so high cut, they'd sort of come up above your hip and they would just shape it beautifully. And because it's such a sort of thick fabric, it would just kind of mold it perfectly. You know, like asses, I think, were when like people really, because of jeans, really started look. Oh no, it was probably before the 80s, but definitely during the 80s they were appreciated, especially in jeans, hot
Yeah.
pants, all of that kind of shit.
And they had meat on them. We weren't too skinny in
Exactly.
the 80s. There was meat. I
Exactly.
don't want Kardashian bum. Never would I ever want a
No.
Kardashian bum. But Sammy
Yeah.
Fox was quite short as well. So you got to realise in proportion, she was in proportion. She had the big jugs and the big ass, but not really a big ass. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. She was in proportion for her size. She was like 5 foot. She was only tiny.
Short people have great asses.
Yeah, right. Well,
I've got
I
a short
loved
ass
it.
in my list.
Yeah, right. Oh, you have? Yes, I saw that. And that's so I went, okay, well, we're similar. Samantha Karen Fox, born 15th of April, 1966. So she's 4 years older than me. And she was huge. Huge at the time. She brought out this single. It went nuts. We used to do it in our band. We've got to throw it back in again. Sammy Fox,
Yeah.
that's my first one.
There we go. Fantastic. That's a good one to start with.
It is. And anything else you did on the weekend?
We met the amazing Jackie Gillies. This was sort of the day before yesterday, and I
Amazing.
actually had a really profound night with her. It was incredible. I only realised that I was meeting her about 5 minutes before she walked into the restaurant.
Wow.
And because my friend was saying, oh, yeah, you know, I'm going to invite my friend Jackie to dinner. I said, that's fine, you know, we'll hang out with anyone kind of thing. And it was only sort of right before that he said, you realise this is Jackie from Real Housewives of Melbourne. And I was like, bullshit, is it Jackie Gillies? Anyway, that morning she popped up randomly on my phone
Yeah.
on Insta.
Yep.
Because I love Real Housewives of Melbourne. I love the old clips. Her, you know, between her and Gina, they just have the best sort of like quotable quotes of the show. And she just sort of popped up when Petty Fleur was saying, "Oh, you know, you and the girls are all talking behind my back." She said, "I've never talked behind your back. I've said that you were fucking annoying and that you do my fucking head in."
Exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
I've
But
watched.
walks.
It's good.
Into the restaurant walks, and we were at Una's, which is this sort of iconic schnitzel place in Darlinghurst. And in walks, she's quite statuesque. She had this big fucking black fur on. She had a matching Gucci bag and shoes, and she's so beautiful in the most natural possible way. She's Croatian, so she has quite sort of European features and
That's why
very
you're at
kind of
Schnitzels.
yeah, exactly right. Very, very, very salt of the earth wog. You know, she's absolutely beautiful, and we just hit it off. I realized very quickly she's a psychic medium, not just a psychic medium, but one of Australia's most sought after. She's got something like 18,000 people on her standby list. She charges $1,000
Yeah,
an
well,
hour
I was
for a
just
reading.
about to say, Jackie I've known way before the Housewives.
Yeah,
like she's an
yeah.
incredible medium. And I remember she wasn't that much. She was a lot of money, but not enough for what she can do. Like she in her early days. But it was when she married Ben that I sort of got to know more about her. But yeah, you know, the last thing I think about with her is the Housewives of Melbourne.
Oh, fantastic. Well, look, she's doing a reading in Melbourne soon. She does sort of big
conferences, yeah.
Yeah, big conferences,
Yeah.
and she said we can all come.
I've got a ticket to one of them.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
oh,
I
nice
love
one.
it.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, so we're all going to hang out with her.
Yeah, sorry, you got delay, babe. It sounds like I'm butting in, but you've got delay. Sammy, I've just read Sammy on there. Jackie Gillies, and I also love a girl that does a podcast called, I can't remember now. It's fuck something. Anyway, doesn't matter. You keep going.
Well, we sort of we went to a couple of bars and stuff, and she said, "Look, I'm trying not to tune into your wavelength, but I just can't help it." And she just went for it. And between sort of Mika and I and our friend John, it was just sort of pouring out of her. And God, amazing what she had to share. And all kinds of stuff. She was saying that it was very important that I reconcile with my ex. She was saying that it's important that I get back into acting. She said, like, your future is with that. You've got to get back into acting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so much stuff. Mika's lost his wedding ring. She was telling us exactly where it is. So we're sort of like searching for it at the moment. We only got home sort of late yesterday. So we've been looking for it. It's apparently outside, which in our block is quite a big area to cover. So we're sort of like looking for it outside at the moment. So yeah, like she was incredible. The stuff that she picked up on, like the stuff that she knew that was absolutely spot on, it rocked my world.
Yeah.
I could not believe it. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's funny as shit. She's so
Does
fucking
she know
funny.
who your ex
She's
is?
just one of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I met her years ago because Housewives used to be on Foxtel, of course. And so was the ex's show, So I met her at all those big sort of pay TV awards nights and stuff years ago. But yeah, I didn't realise how much Real Housewives was going to take off,
Yeah.
But we were like old mates. We were like old friends.
Amazing.
She said that I had it as well. She said, "You've definitely got it as well." To me, she said, "I can tell that you're intuitive," and I said, "Yeah, I do. I do listen to my gut." She said, "You need to tap into it more." She said, "You've got access to a lot more that you," and and she actually asked me to read her. So it was an amazing night, incredible.
Wow,
night.
that's
was a lot of fun.
Great. That's so great. Yeah, no, she's incredible.
Yeah.
And really honest and authentic, and I love it when the housewives have like a meeting. There was a meeting I watched the other night where they're on the lawn and they're fighting about something, and Jackie already knows what's going on before they even start fighting. Like, she knows who's lying. She's tuned right in.
She knows who's lying,
and they're fully lying about something, and she's like, and it's just so funny, but love it.
The way that she puts them on the spot and says, "Can you look me in the eye honestly and tell me that you've never done this?" And they completely back down because she can see right through them.
Well, this is the whole thing with my when my brother's new partner didn't want to mention my sister-in-law that passed, like does not want to mention my sister-in-law. I feel like I'm channeling that from my sister-in-law and really standing up for her and going, it's not your trauma, so keep the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And this is the thing that dumb shits like those people don't understand, is that people are still somewhere. Whether they leave the planet or not, they are still somewhere and they cannot be forgotten.
Absolutely.
And you should not be disrespecting, especially when she's got 2 children. And this is why I can't talk to her because it's so second dimensional. It's like, are you kidding? You do yoga and astrology? Don't even bother. You're not even in touch with anything. Like, if you have to if you're scared of someone that's already left this realm, you need to fucking check yourself, you know? And this is the problem.
You're absolutely
This is
right
the
about
problem
that.
and why I don't speak to my brother, because I feel like every bean in my body is going, can you not talk about my sister-in-law? Do not gaslight my mother in not talking about like she's just gaslighting the family. So the family's just, you know, fucking walking on fucking eggshells for this mole, and it's like, I'm not going to walk on eggshells,
Yeah.
mate. I don't want you. I'm not fucking
Yeah.
you. Fuck off. This is my fucking life.
Yeah.
Ross will be validated by anyone and go anywhere, you know. But I feel sorry for her kids, and this is why I go to the footy matches. And I went to one footy match, but it felt like I went to 20, you know, because it takes a long time to get there, and I mentally, you know, and it's just the other shit that's going on. But it's quite personal for me when people like her tell me I can't talk about someone like that, because that people go somewhere. They don't just disappear off and you don't just forget them, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
And it makes me
100%.
so fucking angry, and I don't want to know who she is. I don't like her. She's narcissistic, and I've told her all this to her face, and this is why I no longer want to see them, and they don't want me to confront them anymore. But the thing is,
Yeah.
why are people so stupid in thinking that that's going to damage your life? Like, you should be healing someone. You shouldn't be going, well, you can't talk about this. You can't talk. It's really bizarre, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But we should go on to another bum.
Yeah, let's get some more
Now-
bums in front of us.
Hot cross bum of the 80s for me. She did have a body double, but she also played her own body in this, and she was spanking. I'm going to play the song first. Yeah, I'll play the song.
First, when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. Where I hear the music, close my eyes, feel the rhythm, wrap around, take a hold of my heart. What a feeling, keeps believing. I can't have it all now, dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. It just come alive. You can dance right through your life.
Jennifer Beals.
Yeah, gotcha. So she had a she was absolutely stunning. Great body, incredible body.
Oh, that's right. But she couldn't dance. So they had a body double dancer, including Crazy Legs from not Backstreet Boogie. Is it Backstreet Boogie? No, that was a Melbourne group. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, you, I had to sing it. Rocksteady Crew. So
Rocksteady
Crazy
Crew,
Legs
that's
from
right.
Rocksteady Crew did the back bit where he rolls around on his back with his legs. That was his ass.
Yep.
So he had a good ass too.
Yep.
Jennifer Beals, though, there's a couple of really good. This whole movie's got good bums, really. Flashdance. But this is the time where I remember going to the cinemas with my mum. I was 13. It was 83 when it came out. And it blew my freaking mind because I was like, oh, my God. Maybe I could be a stripper. That's what I thought straight away, right? But I didn't want to be a stripper. But I did make a deal with myself that if I didn't do anything with my life at 30, I might give stripping a go. Never happened. Worked with a couple though. But I remember going on a full-on diet of tuna and rice and lettuce, and then I lost so much weight. I ended up getting glandular fever from one of my girlfriends at school, and then I was in bed for 7 weeks, so I wasn't flash dancing anywhere, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
But Jennifer Beals' body double, her name was Maureen Jahan, and she was a dancer. She was a really good dancer, like a Paula Abdul, but of the time, but sort of not as well known. Paula probably wasn't even known back then on our TVs, but she was doing the LA Lakers and stuff.
Yeah.
But Jennifer Beals has always been an absolute stunning woman with her body, with her face, and she looks incredible. And I've always loved her. I watched The L Word because she's in it. I love Jennifer Beals, but I remember men going, oh, my God, look at her bum in that black leotard, and then jogging on the spot for like 20 minutes. I thought that really worked.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I started doing that. But I think that was the 80s hot cross bum that I remember going, oh, wouldn't it be great to have a body like that?
That's your biggest, doughiest hot cross bum from the 80s is Jennifer Beal.
Yeah, and then Cynthia Rhodes, who was also in the movie, my mate Cynthia Rhodes,
Yeah.
Richard Marx's ex-wife, who did the Manhunt song, I'm going on a manhunt. And she had the hockey mask on. You remember that? And she
That's
goes,
right.
1, 2, Tina something. And she comes up and she's an incredible body.
Yeah.
But great bum.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
all mine are females and homosexuals.
Fantastic. Sounds good to me.
All right, going on to the homosexuals, my favourite of all time, my favourite bum in the world. This is it. Here we go. MARILYN. Yeah, I picked one
I
of yours
knew
as
this
well.
was going to come up.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, when you came
Did
out
ya?
on Countdown with this glitter, I've said this before a million times. You all know I'm obsessed. Glitter bodysuit and the bum and, I nearly fell over. I was like, what's going on here? What's going on with me, you know?
Yeah.
Can't beat
Yeah.
MARILYN's bum.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was just magical. Magical.
Absolutely not.
That's right.
Just
But
ask
he was
Gavin
very
Rossdale.
young. Very young with Gav. He should have been, Gav should have been very careful.
I was very young.
No, was it the other way around? MARILYN was older than Gav. Maybe that's how it went. Oh, that wouldn't have mattered then. Yeah. So there you go.
MARILYN
That
was
was
older than
my
Gav,
other
yeah.
one. Now, I've got a couple of Aussies as well. We better keep moving on, otherwise we're going to be here all day. Aussie bums, and it's the Aussie bums.
Aussie bums.
Every little boy and girl loves. Big boy and girl. Greatest bum.
God, yeah.
That's true.
Short people
Never
have
thought
great
of that.
bums. Great bums. Yeah. Although you don't say women are short. You say they're petite.
Really? I got called short.
So you don't get into any trouble.
God, really? I got called short and I was wrapped because short people don't age as
Yeah.
much. And you know who told me that? Claude Carranza from the Kids in the Kitchen when I was doing a duo with him. He goes, Sammy, you'll never age. You're short. And it's true. It's true.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I mean? Less skin to stretch. I know why I'm going to Jackie
that's
Gold's
brilliant. Yeah.
Gillies.
Yeah.
Gillies Soul Sessions in Melbourne because it's a Wednesday night, the 21st of May. And that's, I could go on a Wednesday night. I can't go on the weekends.
Right.
So, incredible.
No,
VIP.
that's right.
Be funny if I went, oh, my mate's Jay.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
Just
Be
around
funny.
the corner.
But no, I love her. I
Yeah,
think she's great.
gotcha.
But I love all
That'd be
those people. I've
brilliant.
been right in. I like Tyler Henry. I like the one with the big blonde hair. I can't remember her name. She's fantastic as well. And I mean, I know that Jackie's more of a clairvoyant medium, but it's just incredible the way they can do all that stuff. So Kylie Minogue, what do you reckon?
Yeah, amazing. Oh yeah, for sure. I forget how tiny she actually is because she's so beautifully proportioned.
Yeah.
She is beautifully proportioned. But yeah, absolutely. The bum showcased, especially in the little
Spinning
hot
around,
pants
which
that she
was
wore in
90s
Spinning
maybe.
Around.
Doesn't matter. Well, I
Yeah.
wanted to play an 80s track.
Yeah, easily
Well,
noise, that
that's
one.
where I think Kathy Dennis
For sure,
wrote that track.
yeah.
Was it Kathy Dennis spinning around or was it Paula Abdul? One of them. Might have been.
I think Kathy
Like
Dennis.
that was just all the way to the bank, wasn't it?
Mm,
Might have been Paula Abdul
absolutely.
wrote spinning around. One of them did. And I remember thinking, Jesus, this is going to be.
I can't hear that as Paula Abdul, if you know what I mean. I can hear it as Kathy Dennis.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
maybe.
Anyway.
Maybe. We'll have a look in a minute. Right, the next one, honey. Here we go. Another Aussie. Aussie. Here we go.
My mouth is dry, my legs are weak. I'm thinking this 'cause I can't speak. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me. You must think that I'm just crazy. If you only knew what you're putting me through, it feels like a heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. A heart attack. You're giving me a heart attack. Must have died and gone to heaven. What a way to go. I can't catch my breath. It must be a dream. But you're the cutest thing I've ever seen. I'm way past the point of recovery. You're gonna be the death of me. If you only knew what you're putting.
What a sexy song.
Fuck
Olivia
yeah.
Newton-John.
It's interesting. Yeah, Olivia Newton-John included in this
Well-
list for sure. She had a great bum.
When I went to the footy, Jen brought this up and said, you've got to put Olivia in. And I said, yeah, maybe. I said, but I just didn't see her
Yeah,
as a
for sure.
sexual being. And she goes, come on, mate, in Grease in those black pants. And I went, oh, fuck.
Of course.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And then I said, even though that's not the
Beautiful
80s, that's
little
where we
figure.
started seeing the bum. And then she went into Let's Get
That's it.
physical with the leotards. But she started
Mm.
stripping down a lot more in the Physical album, which is an album we really should review, Physical. Write in if you want to
Yeah.
hear about Physical, Olivia Newton-John, because that's a big one for all our listeners that love Olivia, and it's such a childhood. Like, I had that album and opened it up and stuck it on my wall and just looked at her all night, you know?
Gotcha. Yeah.
I think Olivia needs to be mentioned. Now, Spinning Around was Paula Abdul, co-written by Paula Abdul.
It was, babe. She was one
Yeah.
of the writers. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that because I
Fuck,
remember thinking,
that's amazing.
wow, Paula's writing. And she would have, but
Yeah.
she did spin around a lot, Paula, so she's writing that from experience, you know.
From experience, that's right.
Yeah. So we're going to play this commercial. This is our 80s commercial. Now, I thought of this today. I was weeding my girlfriend's garden. That sounds really shit, doesn't it? But I was actually weeding her garden. And because you all think I'm a big lesbian with my choices.
Smoking weed?
No. We were
Oh,
doing
yeah.
her weeds because she's got her family coming over on
Lovely.
Sunday and she needed help. And I said, oh, look, Seaman, you've taken my family and I to the footy. I will weed your garden. There you go. And we did it in an hour. And I started singing this, hard yakka. And I'm like, oh, my God, hard yakka. This is a fantastic commercial for the podcast. So here it is.
Hard Yakka Legends Workwear. Nothing's tougher.
That's a good one, actually.
Hard yakka.
I was saying sort of before we started the show, you know, because they would have been zeroing in on all the shorts that the dudes were wearing. So that's a great one.
That's it. And it was really tough in the 80s to hear this commercial because they were all in stubbies, I think.
Yeah.
Like, remember stubby shorts? They were huge.
Oh, gosh.
Everyone
Everyone
had
used to
them.
wear stubbies
Yeah.
in the 80s.
I don't even
Short
think they're
as
around
fuck.
anymore. Stubbies.
No, the stubbies were so short on men that
They
the
were.
bottom of the leg of the short would have been in line with their balls. They were
Yeah.
so fucking short.
Remember before Christmas,
Yeah.
I was at Casey Central and someone's ball sack was hanging out of the bottom of the shorts? I couldn't believe it. I was like, buddy, come on, mate. Dress yourself, please. And he didn't even have jocks on. And I don't like those guys because that was a big thing in the 80s at the tram station. No, the train station, you'd have those weirdos. They'd always have a striped top on and stubbies and they'd be pulling their dick in front of you going, look at me. Look what I got. Hey, look at this. And I'd be like, can you?
Fucking
I
hell.
would. And then I had my Greek girlfriend Artemis and she said, and I ran up to Artemis. She was 6 foot. Bloody year 7, 6 foot.
Yeah.
She ran after this dude and he ran like the wind, mate, and she got him by the
Oh,
neck and
shit.
pulled him down and kicked him in the head. It was the 80s. It was awesome. But then I learned from then to actually have a voice and yell at these people because it happened a lot. It happened in parks. It happened at
Yeah.
train stations, especially to little girls. And people think this was like, it didn't happen. It happened. It happened all the time.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if-
so fucking weird, isn't it?
it was really, we had no porn on the internet. So what are they going to do? Go out in public?
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I remember the stubby shorts, but I remember this guy, Christmas time, walking around with his ball sack out and I'm like, dude, come on. Because I'm older now, I can take it, right? I don't mind seeing a ball sack every
Yeah.
now and then. But, because I'm not 13 anymore. But have some
Yeah.
fucking manners, you know? Put your balls away.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not a monkey.
Exactly.
Fucking put your balls away. And
No one wants to see- yeah, exactly.
I mean, and he wasn't nice. He wasn't cute. He was just a tradie, but
No, they never are. It's never the ones that you want
no.
to see, you know?
No, and I remember ringing Maddie going, I've just seen a guy with his balls out at Casey Central, and he goes, oh, yeah. Anyway, can you get some milk? And I'm like, oh, okay, no one cares. It fucking freaked me out. Hey, we're on to yours now.
Ah, fantastic.
I'll play.
Oh, let's just start with music and go from there.
Yeah, great.
There's things that you guess, and the things that you know. There's boys you can trust, and girls that you don't. There's little things you hide, and little things that you show. Sometimes you think you're gonna get it, but you don't, and that's just the way it goes. I swear I won't tease you, won't tell you no lies. Don't need no Bible, just look in my eyes. I've waited so long, baby, now that we're friends. And the man's got his patience, and here's where mine ends. I want your sex. I want your love. I want your sex. I want your sex. It's playing on my mind. It's dancing on my
There we go, Georgie boy. Georgie boy, of course, he's got to be included in this list.
Yes.
I wanted to play anything from the Faith album. It was Faith sort of where you had that beautiful sort of panning shot, like up the leg of his jeans, and it was just on his ass, and then the back of his jacket saying "Revenge." And that was he looked great in a pair of jeans. He looked phenomenal because he's sort of tall
Yeah.
and skinny and had that great sort of Greek ass. But you know, it was sort of he had that sort of ultra masculine kind of image when he went solo, which I fucking loved. And whenever you go sort of ultra masculine, it's always a bit gay, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's a great
he
mix.
looked absolutely incredible.
It's a great mix.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, fantastic in a pair of jeans.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you got to remember that he wasn't real great with his own body. He, you know, if you watch the doco, he had a lot of insecurities about his own body and how he looked and, you know, as a kid and then growing up, and he was spanking. And you know what? That
Yeah, I know.
And that's the thing, being a human. And when I watched this Demi Moore movie, what fuck was the name of it?
Oh, the substance.
The Substance. I remember watching it and I could see the message in it, and it was, you know, you should be grateful for everything you've got because you're so hard. We're all so hard on ourselves, you know, and he was a bit like that where, you know, I remember being 18 and I was a size 6, man, and I watched Edward's got old videos of me and I used to think I was fat. I used to think I was fat because I was a nightclub dancer.
It's nuts.
And you really have no – and then you get 5 years later and you still think you're fat, and then you look back. You got to stop fucking doing that stuff, you know. But everyone does it.
You've just got to fucking embrace yourself, haven't you? You've just got to embrace yourself because you're 18, you think you're fat. You're 21,
that's right.
you think you're fat. 25,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you're absolutely smoking. You might as well fucking enjoy it at whatever age
That's
you
right.
are, you know?
Absolutely. We all were smoking. Like, we were amazing.
Yeah.
And you want this guy on the corner, you know, he hasn't noticed me or whatever. But maybe he has. You know, maybe he has
exactly
actually
right.
noticed you. And I remember having these situations with boys and going, oh, he would never know me. And he knew me. He knew me. And it's not just a physical thing. It's actually, it can be soul. It can be anything, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Really interesting how we're so hard on our bodies. George Michael, though, I 100% agree. Now,
Yeah,
I
for
put
sure.
a song down by George Michael for you, knowing you'd pick him, and I put Monkey down because I think Monkey was the video where we saw his bum
I
a
nearly
lot.
picked this.
We saw the bum a lot, and I think Paula Abdul actually choreographed him for these videos and the concert tour as well. And
Oh, lovely.
he had the jeans on in that shot, and this is where he found his strength, you know, where he burnt the jacket.
Yeah. Have you got it to play?
No, I actually recorded over it with Hard Yakka.
Oh, bugger. Oh, yeah. See, I nearly picked Monkey, but
Yeah.
we've played on the show before.
Yeah.
We played Faith on the show before. I know we've played this,
Hey,
but
have we done-
a couple of my references.
Have we done Faith
Yeah.
album review?
Yes. Yeah, we did Faith album review. Yeah. Yeah. Check it out, guys.
Or did we do George Michael top tunes?
I'm pretty sure we did a Faith album review.
We might have done top 10 tunes of George Michael or top 15. I don't know if we've done Faith. I'll have a look.
Interesting. All right. We'll have to check that out. This is what happens when you're on bloody episode 270.
Yeah, that's right. It's good though.
Awesome.
All right, the next one.
We might punch through mine. What do
Here
you
we
reckon?
Go. Here's
yeah.
the next one.
One down, put it under.
Good show. Really good show.
Thank you.
All right, man. I'll see you again tomorrow, okay?
We're working that track.
Concert, man.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
See you later.
It's okay. It could have been a little better, but
Well, it could have been better, but I still think it was. It'll be that. There's no doubt about it. But this was the first night, you know.
yeah, that's true.
It's gonna be fine. Even you are gonna be pleased.
Got to be.
Yeah, you know that.
Make me feel like paradise. Give me what I'm missing. Send me to the highest heights. Take me up and away. I tasted love so many times, but something always missing. But I know that you've got the kind. Take me up and away. I know that our journey will be filled with passion, love, and pleasure. Touching down where only satisfaction's guaranteed. We will let our feelings autopilot perfect navigation. Sending us to loveless like no one ever knew could be. Oh, make me feel like paradise. Fill me with your kisses.
Great track.
There we go. And it is, of course, from the soundtrack of The Woman in Red. And we're talking about Kelly LeBrock.
Hot.
We got a good old look at Kelly's derriere in Woman in Red when they sort of did. We've talked about it in the show before. She did this incredible sort of. It's Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder's obsessed with this woman that he sees. It's Kelly LeBrock. She's in this amazing red dress, and she walks over a subway sort of grate, and her it's not a subway grate. It's just a fucking vent in the sidewalk, and it blows her beautiful red dress up. And she has a bit of a Marilyn Monroe moment where her dress is blowing up, and you see her knickers and everything, and she's absolutely stunning. This is Kelly LeBrock's. This was her film debut, and she actually did a pretty good job, I reckon. Have you watched it recently?
No, but I must watch it because I think Jean's so funny. Well, we saw Kelly in that other science fiction.
Oh, yeah.
But she
Weird
really
Science,
didn't have a part.
yeah.
She was just like, oh, did she? Would you call it? Was that her debut? I don't know if I saw her in that before I saw her in this.
That was in the following year. So this was 84 and Weird
Wow.
Science was 85.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, she was in her undies.
But Yeah, she was perfect for it as
Yeah.
well. And she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
she was a model as well, like absolutely gorgeous chick. But I thought she did great in with an acting role.
Oh yeah, she's amazing.
She was beautiful. Yeah.
And every
Stunning
uncle loved
chick.
this album. Every uncle loved Stevie Wonder.
This is it. And so Stevie did the soundtrack. Some really cool tracks off it, and actually won an Academy Award for Best Original Song for I Just Called to Say I Love You.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering where that awful shit it comes from, it's from the soundtrack of The Woman in Red. Won an Oscar.
Jesus. See, we had
Yeah,
the album
won an
with
Oscar.
I Just Called to Say I Love You on it. It was something circles. I
Okay.
just called. I didn't know it was with the movie though. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I really didn't know that.
I can't believe that shit won an Oscar. I can't believe that film won an Oscar for Best Original Song.
Well, the thing is, no one that would see a video that's past 20 would even know what he was doing on the phone. Like they wouldn't even know what a phone was. Unless it's a mobile,
Yeah,
they'd be like,
yeah.
what's that thing in his hand,
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. But yeah, no, Kelly
Yeah,
LeBrock,
exactly.
definitely worth a mention.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of many actors, to be honest with you. I was just into the musos. But, I love Kelly LeBrock. And Stevie Wonder was huge, He never saw any of the bums, unfortunately, but he appreciated his own.
I'm sure he would have felt a few.
No, that's right. The chick from the Hello video came and felt his ass and put a mould of his ass out there, and he knew what it looked like. But crazy shit can happen. All right, here we go. So we're going to go for your next one. Here we go. This is a goodie.
For 52 weeks, an entire year, it has been on the New York Times bestseller list. It has been translated into 15 languages and has sold over 5 million copies around the world. Now, one of the best-loved stories of all time is about to become an exciting motion picture. Daryl Hannah is Gila in The Clan of the Cave Bear.
There you go.
This came out in 1986. I'm not sure if we've ever talked about Clan of the Cave Bear on the show
No.
before.
No.
But this was fucking massive. This film was huge because the book was a bestseller, but for them to turn it into a film was quite a big deal because, they're all like Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon people, and they're all sort of half naked in caves and stuff like that. So it sort of visually brought a very sexy element to it. I think it was interesting sort of casting Daryl Hannah in the lead. I guess they wanted to get bums on seats, like how do you sell a caveman movie? Put Daryl Hannah in it, I guess. But she did a great job. This came out in 1986. She had already done Splash in 1984. I was actually going to kind of put a clip from Splash in it because it had sort of Tom Hanks and John Candy in it. Their asses are great too. No,
Yeah, but
I've
she
never
only
looked.
she had
But-
little fishy legs in that. No bum. She had fishy
That's
legs.
right. She was a mermaid.
Do you ever wanna be a
But you
mermaid?
did see her bum. Did I ever want to be
Yeah.
a mermaid?
I did when I saw Splash. I totally wanted to be a mermaid, but I have a moon in
I
Pisces.
pretend
so I'm
I'm
a
a
bit fishy.
mermaid every time I go swimming.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I thought
I went
mermaids
swimming-
were real, man. I thought they were real.
Yeah, so did many people for many years.
Yeah.
I went swimming at Clovelly Beach in Sydney the other day, and I was pretending I was a mermaid because I was showing off how good I could swim to my friends.
Right. Were you
So
were
there
they
you go.
impressed?
They were impressed. I'm a very good swimmer.
I'm not a good swimmer. I used to make people laugh and
Oh,
nearly
you're not?
drown them. Yeah. I used to jump into
Shit.
the middle of the pool. My girlfriend would go, "Jump in, Sammy, jump in," and she'd get in and she'd go, "Jump in," and I'd jump in and she'd piss herself laughing so much that she nearly drowned trying to get back to the shore because I was such a bad swimmer. I'd be like doggy pedaling, I'm good at doggy pedal or whatever, or doggy paddle.
Beautiful. You're good at doggy everything, babe.
Yeah, well, that's right. Oh, apparently.
All right, well, let's keep punching through. You see you see her bum in Splash. You see her bum in Clan
Now,
of the Cave Bear. Check
yes. Daryl Hannah, beautiful.
Next one. This is a bum. Let's go for it.
Now I thought of the same person, but I knew you'd pick her, so I didn't. Here we go.
Ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. Ain't no big thing the toll of the bell. I thought the first bell for days. Stroll downtown in the red light blaze. Jump up, Bobby, love, what's in store? Love is the drug and I need to score. Show enough, hit and run. Boy meets girl and the beat goes on. Stitched up tight, can't stay free. Love is the drug, got a hook on me. Oh, catch that buzz. Love is the drug that I'm thinking of. Yeah, can't you see? Love is the drug for me. Ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring.
Now, is this the 1980 version from Warm Leatherette, or is this the remix from Island Life?
Sounds like a remix to me. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think
I
this
just
is the
went with the
remix.
link.
Yeah,
It's good.
She originally sort of did it. Yeah, she originally did it in 1980 and then re-released a remix because it failed to chart, but it did really well when she re-released it. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
I didn't realize that. Realize that Roxy Music covered this. Sorry, it's not a cover. It's not a cover. It's I didn't realize when I heard Grace Jones do this that it was a cover. Because I was so young when I first heard it. But of course, this is Roxy Music, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, awesome, and they loved it. Like Brian Ferry loved her version as well, apparently.
Oh, well, she's visual art, you know. And it is
Yeah, that's
really
right.
80s. It's like looking for clues almost. You know that song? I'm looking
Yeah.
for clues. Like it's got confusion.
Yeah.
It's confused. We love it. And
yeah.
we've just been talking about the Cindy album because everyone's just fallen in head over heels for the Cindy She's So Unusual album now that we're doing the album. And Timor rang tonight and he goes, "Oh, Sammy, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. It's amazing." I said, "How amazing is the album?" Now, there's a song I
great.
haven't showed everyone and it's called Little Boy Blue and it's by Cyndi Lauper and it's from the Live in Paris concert and it sounds like Roxy Music. It starts so Roxy Music and then she comes out and sings this song and I think it's about someone that died and it's fucking phenomenal, but it's very much based on a Roxy Music vibe, which is really different for Cindy. But I'll send you the song. It'll
Yeah.
blow your mind. And everyone has said to me over the years, "You must do a cover of this." And I'm like, I never gave it the time of day to listen to it. And then because I've been watching Cindy,
Yeah.
it came up and I went, "Oh my God, what a fucking song. Where have I been?" People have been
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
me, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah,
I really like
yeah.
that version, Sweet.
I love it too. The reason I picked this is it's from Island Life, which was a greatest hits album, and the cover of it was that beautiful Jean-Paul Goudes photograph of her sort of holding her leg up at the back and holding a microphone out the front.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
looks like she's got sort of leg warmers on and stuff like that, but you get a beautiful view of her bum. She's so incredible, Grace. She's she was so beautifully formed. Yeah. Amazing.
And that's like a yoga pose she's doing with the mic. You know, you put your leg. It's such an iconic photo, and she had an incredible body. Athletic. That's all you can say. And when you saw her live, because obviously you've worked with her live, obviously, but when you saw her live, she was like that in real life. It was incredible.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's taken from, he actually sort of created that by sort of cutting it up and lengthening all the legs and all that kind of thing. So, it's like sort of early Photoshop what he did.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, amazing.
But pretty incredible.
Always stylish, always, I don't ever think she's ever not looked good, ever. Even now in her age, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, this
Absolutely.
one surprised
Next
me
one.
of yours. Here we go.
Yeah, strange, huh?
Michael J. Fox is Brantley Foster. He came to New York to make it on his own.
You're fired, kid. Sorry.
Mom, I'm doing great. New York is just like Kansas, intensified.
Luckily, he didn't have to.
I need a job, Uncle Howard.
Around here, I'm Mr. Prescott.
They started him at the bottom,
Show the college puke the ropes and keep them out of my face.
but he had a secret way of starting at the top.
This is Carlton Whitfield. Carlton Whitfield?
Well, I didn't hire any Carlton Whitfield. There's something going on around here, Foster.
He was trying to stay one jump ahead of everyone else.
If you're under the second lab, you still got a comfortable lead.
When his uncle's wife got the jump on him,
What the hell happened?
He fainted.
that's when he met her.
Tonight? Booked. Tomorrow night? Booked. All right, but don't beg, okay? It's embarrassing.
They were a merger made in heaven.
That wasn't bad.
That's when everything else
Howard, please.
went to hell.
I never slept with the boss.
No, you slept with the boss's wife.
We didn't marry.
No, but I'd like to beat the out of you.
Oh my God. The sexual revolution is over. Everybody out of bed.
Michael J. Fox, the secret of my success.
There you go.
What can I say? He looked great in a pair of jeans. Don't know. It's very sexual, this film. I remember seeing it when I was a kid and it having a really big sort of impact on me. Just because he's sort of young and gets sort of preyed upon by an older woman.
Oh, yeah.
And it's very, I don't know. I was used to him as sort of Alex P. Keaton, and then all of a sudden he's sort of rooting the boss's missus in this. It was strange. I had never seen him in such a kind of sexual light as this. It was sort of strange. It kind of, I don't know. It's weird as a kid when you see your sort of idols or the people that you look up to in a sexual light for the first time, and you're like, yeah, well, I guess they do kind of stick it in their own time, don't they?
That's right. Been very successfully married for a long time, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah,
To one of the girls
exactly.
on Family Ties, and still happily married, you know. I mean, he's done well.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah, great guy.
but yeah, I was a bit like, Michael J. Fox, really? But
He looked great in a pair of jeans.
Yeah,
you get sort
right.
of good shots of his ass in Back to the Future as well. But look, this goes towards my short people have great asses
short
theory.
people got no reason. What's that song? That reason. Short people got by Randy Newman. Was a killer.
Is it?
Yep.
Ah, yeah.
That'll be cancelled. Anyway, that song will be cancelled. Your last one, honey. Here we go. I love it.
Last but not least.
How did Ryan O'Neal become so successful? By accident.
This is sensational. Since when is your dad selling jeans?
Fabulous.
We've got a real phenomenon going here, Dad.
So Fine, a revealing comedy about reaching the top by way of the bottom. So Fine, rated R. Starts Friday, September 25th. Check newspapers for local listing.
This is a good movie. Look, it's not so much Ryan O'Neal, although you do see his ass cheeks in this. It's sort of the ass is so kind of showcased in this film. It's not funny. Came out in 1981. It was the very first film by Andrew Bergman. And it's actually got an original score by Ennio Morricone that did The Mission. I didn't sort of want to play anything by Ennio Morricone that went with this film because they kind of don't go together in my head. It's really weird that they got him. But this film, basically, he's sort of Ryan O'Neal is I think he's sort of having an affair with the boss's missus. He works for a company that sells jeans. They're looking for some way of marketing their jeans and lifting sales, and the company's going under. He owes a lot of money, all of this shit. He's sort of having an affair with the boss's missus, who is Mariangela Melato, this amazing sort of Italian actress. He nearly gets busted. He pulls on her jeans as he's trying to sort of flee the scene because he gets sort of busted rooting her. And her jeans are tiny. He pulls them right up and he rips two big ass cheek holes in the jeans, and he's running down the street with the jeans, and nobody can believe how good they are. Nobody can believe how good they look. And he sort of... He runs into this board meeting with these fucking jeans on, and they think he's pitching a new idea for a new sort of jean style with the ass cheeks cut out. And so they decide to kind of like put plastic inserts in the ass cheeks to show the ass cheeks off. It's the most ridiculous fucking premise. But you just see hundreds of bums in this. Yeah. And I was obsessed with bums in 1981.
Everyone was.
As a little kid.
Everyone was obsessed in bums.
Yeah.
Bums were like the genitals of the 80s, to be honest with you.
It was so exciting to see a bum.
It was. I wasn't that into them, to be honest with you, but it was more important to have a good bum in the 80s, especially with a football player or a muso. You have a good bum, it made you really good, you know. And
you had to.
It was a big thing because we joked about it. And even the record albums with Ripper, with the bum on it, like the bum with all the writing on it, it started in the 70s, to be honest with you. Like it started late 70s with all the bums and stuff. But nowadays we don't really focus on the bum so much. Unless it's
I reckon we do. Nah, chicks get bloody fucking injections to make their asses bigger and all of that
crap.
shit.
I don't want that shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know for sure that these days bodybuilders focus more on their bums than they do their biceps these days.
Really?
They do all squats and like all crazy kind
and
of
their dicks
shit.
are shrunk. We all know they're on the roids and they've got no dick.
Might as well have a big ass.
You better have a fucking good bum if you're going to steroid your dick, you know? I mean...
exactly.
That's the worst disappointment is if you go home with a guy with a lovely bum and they pull their undies down and it's like a fucking cocktail sausage. It's not cool, right? It's fucking little... You
just get the tomato sauce out.
I did, trust me. I was very young. But, no, bums of the 80s. Bums were big. Chico rolls, bums.
All right. Well, that's my last one. Check out So Fine, guys. I think you can watch it on YouTube, the whole film. So enjoy. See what you think.
Yeah, we've done some really good old movies.
It's got old mate. It's got Richard Keel, who played Jaws in the 007 films.
Wow.
He had a terrible ass.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no good.
That's our Hot Cross Bums special.
Enjoy your hot cross buns and enjoy
Yeah,
Easter, guys.
get
I
into
hope
it, kids.
I hope you're having it around your family. I know the Wogs will be enjoying Easter because Orthodox Easter lines up with
Yes.
Aussie Easter this year.
It does.
So it's a very big one.
It
I'm
is a big
I'm
one.
dodging church as we speak.
Yeah, right. I'm dodging salads as we speak. Drinking alcohol. I am drinking Jack Daniels. I'm going to go to bed now because I've had a very long day. And, yeah, interesting. Bums were good in the 80s and they were big. And to see a bum in a movie was a big thing as well. Now, it's everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Like to do a big shout out to Samantha Neal and Kirk Fernandez,
Yes.
our supporters who came out to see us at the Stanford,
And-
changed their plans to have a little catch up with us.
Yes.
Looking great, newly married.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Love it. She gave me the stamp of approval on She Boppin'.
Oh,
She
good.
was so funny. She goes, I didn't know, Sammy, that not many people knew She Bop was about masturbation. And I went, yeah, no, they don't, babe. I said, but we're old.
Yeah.
She went, yeah, I know. But I said, some of them don't know. Oh, and that's right. I said, Simon took his wife to the Cindy concert and he turned around to his wife and he said, you know what, She Bopping is a form of masturbation to his wife. And his wife went, why do I need to know that? People don't know because it was so camouflaged, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely.
Can't wait to
Yeah.
do that one.
There we go. There's our show.
Yeah.
Nice one, guys. We love you. Thanks for listening. Have a great Easter.
Happy Easter.
If you love the show, please like, share, rate and review. Give us 5 stars. Become a subscriber. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button on whatever platform you listen to us
Smash
on.
it.
Best thing you can do is become a Patreon for as little as $2 a month. And for $15 a month, you get the extra episode,
Yes.
guys. So come on board as a Patreon and put your money where your mouth is and support the show.
Absolutely, because things are tough for everyone. But yeah. Now, what are we doing? We're doing Melton next Saturday at the Melton Entertainment Park. That'll be fun. Come on down to that one.
Yep.
That'll be huge. Then we're up at the Wedge in Gippsland with She Bop, Cyndi Lauper special, She's So Unusual in its entirety. The band is sounding fucking incredible. And we're doing the whole album, and then we're doing a set of Rewind 80s. There's only about 100 tickets left for Cyndi, which is amazing, and it's such a good album. You don't realise until you actually learn all the songs how good they are. And then we're going up to Airlie Beach again. So that was announced this week. We're going up to Airlie Beach in August again. Very excited, which is wonderful. That'll be our second time this year up in Airlie. And we will maybe do a show like last time, because remember we did that Airlie Beach show and it went through the roof
Yep.
with Nick and Dallas, and it was really funny. We did trivia. And Darwin's selling really well. Darwin is June the 27th, and then we're at Alice Springs on June the 28th. Check the website rewind80smixtape.com.au for all the proper dates, because I may have got them wrong.
Fantastic, guys. Good on ya. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our listeners all around the world, especially our subscribers and Patreons. And if it's music mateys
Or cool shit from the 80s.
we're going to talk about it.
Unreal.